Not sure about the condition of your well? Here are some tips when evaluating the health of your well. Ensuring a well is upgraded or properly decommissioned prevents adverse health and physical hazards. Taking care of our wells is vital to protecting drinking water sources in our community. Kyle Davis, Risk Management Official, works with landowners through Wellington Source Water Protection to help ensure a safe, secure water supply.
If you own a private well, it should look something like this. This is a drilled well. You should have it a certain height, of this height or more above the ground. The ground should not be sloping towards your well. It should be sloping away from it so water doesn't pool. And you should be sampling your well. You should be sampling your well up to 3 times a year. Your local public health unit can provide you with these bottles, as well as help you submit the sample for analysis.
If a well is not being used or maintained for the future, it is regulation that the well must be decommissioned. Wells that need to be upgraded or that are not decommissioned properly can pollute groundwater, which ultimately leads to contaminated drinking water.
One of the first things to do when you're decommissioning a well is to find that licensed well contractor. So again, you can go online, either the provincial website or the conservation authorities, and find licensed well contractors in your area. The next thing is to look around to see whether there's any grant funding available for you to decommission that well. Many local conservation authorities and many municipalities do provide funding towards a cost share of decommissioning that well.
Dwayne Graff is the president of Well Initiatives, a licensed well contractor in Ontario. His company is focused on groundwater supply and serves agricultural, municipal, and commercial clients.
The process for getting rid of an unused well would be to remove any existing equipment or debris from inside the well and chlorinate it, and then it gets filled with a suitable sealant material, which can be a mix of granular material like we're using now, or a liquid slurry that can be pumped in from the bottom to the top, and then the casing is removed so it can't be disturbed once complete. The things that would impact cost and approach typically relates to the well construction technique that was used and the depth and diameter of the well. The larger diameter wells or the deeper wells typically require more materials, and there's more expense to that.
While it's common for landowners to ask Dwayne about keeping an unused well, he cautions that all wells require maintenance as per regulation. There are also safety risks to consider, especially with the larger diameter bored wells.
So an unused well would be one that ideally would be intended for future use. So, for example, a person would like to keep it for watering the lawn or a garden, and it would need to be in a condition that meets current construction code. And typically, the simplest list of items would be the casing height needs to be a minimum of 60 centimeters above grade. It needs to have a vermin-proof lid to prevent entrance of insects or other foreign materials. And drilled wells must be a minimum of no less than 15 meters away from contamination. And the larger diameter bored wells need to be 30 meters away from contamination.
To upgrade or decommission a well, start by locating a copy of the well record to find out more information. Ask licensed well contractors to assess and quote the project, and contact the Grand River Conservation Authority to find out about available cost share funding.